Hey guys, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I created these DIY mirrored sofa tables. I created a sofa table and I also created an end table to go into my den. If you would like to see how I created these tables and all the steps that I took to make them, just keep watching. Alright guys, I have two tables here that I ordered from Walmart.com and I've already put them together. This one was really simple to put together. Basically all I did was screwed in the legs to the top, and then this one was a little more complicated. It's actually a writing desk and this is actually the back of it. The front has a drawer, but I didn't put it together all the way because I don't want the drawer. So this is actually a little custom. I stopped at a certain place so that it would look a certain way, and I'll try to show you guys that on the instruction manual. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint these, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do a DIY mirrored sofa table and a end table. Let's go ahead and get started. We're starting off by painting the table with a dark walnut colored stain. I already had this stain left over in our house from when we did our stairs earlier this year, but you can find this either at Walmart or any Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. Basically, I'm just putting a little bit of the stain on the paintbrush. I got this paintbrush from Walmart. I'm starting off using short strokes just to get the color on the table, and then I'm going to go back and use longer strokes all the way across the top of the table. This is going to ensure that there aren't a lot of lines. On the side, I'm just using any method that I can to get the paint on without having it streak the side of the table, and I want to make sure that I use detailing and I don't miss any areas on the table that need to be painted.
Take me home today, take me out to play, take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. Take me back into that sweet.
I let the table dry for 24 hours and I brought it into the house. This is the finished product of the dried table, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the mirrors on. To finish the tables, you will need a tape measure, any glue of your choice, and you will also need some mirrors. The first thing I want to do is I want to kind of figure out where I want to place the mirrors on this table and where I need them to be apart. So I'm just laying them out like that to see what look I'm going for. I've decided to just use 3 mirrors and to kind of leave them spaced apart. So now what I want to do is take off all the packaging from the mirrors so that I'm left with just a naked mirror without any outlining. So to do that, first I'm just going to remove the white corners here. And now I'm going to remove the gold packaging around this mirror. I'm just folding this back and it's pulling right off, as you can see. Once I have at least 3 of the corners folded back, I can just slide this mirror right out, and I'm left with a blank mirror without any lining on it. Now I have the 3 mirrors that I am going to use, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure to see where they would fit the best. But darling, I still catch a grenade. So I have my first mirror placed where I want it, and I'm going to measure the distance between the mirror and the end of the desk, the mirror and the outside of the desk, the mirror and the top of the desk, and I'm also going to make sure that this is straight. Now it's time to glue the mirrors onto the table permanently, and what I like to do is flip the mirror over and make a small indentation on the table so that it goes back into the space that I pre-measured. Now I'm taking the glue and I'm putting on a thin layer of glue on the mirror. You don't want to put too much glue because it will seep out onto the sides of the mirror. Also notice that I've pulled the mirror off a little bit of the table, so there is a slight overhang. I pick up that overhang so that I won't have to touch the glue on the back of the mirror. Then I place it into the spot that I previously set aside, and I give it a nice firm press. This is going to make sure that the mirror is in place even before we move on to the next step. Once all the mirrors are glued onto the table, I like to put some things on them that have a little bit of weight. This is not for decorative purposes. This is just so that the glue has a little more weight on it to adhere itself to the table. I let this sit for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'm going to come back and make sure that everything is in place. The tables have been let to sit so that the mirrors will weigh down, and now I'm going to remove the weights or vases that I put on top of the mirrors to see if they will move around any. And that's a closer look of the sofa table. And here is a closer look of the end table. I'm going to show you guys what they look like once they're placed in the room that they're going to be in, and I have some decorations on them.
You flip your hair gets me overwhelmed, but when you smile at the ground it ain't hard to tell. You don't know you're beautiful.